Welcome to this video on navigating H1B transfers and visa stamp validity for international travel. Today, we'll be discussing key insights for those on an H1B visa who have changed employers and wish to travel internationally. Let's begin by reviewing what we'll cover today. H1B Transfer Completion, Visa Stamp Validity, Re-entry with existing stamp, H4 visa holders, potential issues and recommendations, and finally, a disclaimer. The first step in understanding your travel ability is ensuring your H1B transfer has been fully approved by the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS. This means you should have an approved petition with your new employer. Without this approval, traveling can become complicated and may affect your visa status. Next, let's talk about the visa stamp validity. The visa stamp in your passport is generally valid until its expiration date, regardless of your employer, provided the underlying petition remains valid. This is because the visa stamp itself does not indicate the employer, but it's the petition that holds this information. Generally, you can re-enter the U.S. using your valid visa stamp, even if it was issued based on your previous employer, as long as your H1B petition with the new employer has been approved. However, it's good practice to carry the approval notice of the new petition along with your passport and visa stamp when traveling. For those whose spouses hold an H4 visa, they can typically travel and re-enter the U.S. with their valid visa stamp, as long as your H1B status remains valid and their H4 visa hasn't expired. They should also carry evidence of your current H1B status, such as the approval notice. Now, let's test your understanding. Here's a question for you. Can you use a visa stamp issued by a previous employer to re-enter the U.S. after an H1B transfer? Your options are A. Yes, if the visa stamp is valid and the new petition is approved. B. No, you must get a new visa stamp. Or C. Only if accompanied by an attorney. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the correct answer in the next section. The correct answer is yes, if the visa stamp is valid and the new petition is approved. If the visa stamp in your passport is still valid and you have an approved new H1B petition, you can use the previous employer's visa stamp for re-entry. Now let's discuss potential issues and recommendations. If your visa stamp has expired, apply for a new one and carry documentation related to your H1B transfer and current employment. Ensure your passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended stay, and always consult with an immigration lawyer for guidance based on your unique situation. Before we conclude, it's important to state that this information was prepared for educational purposes and does not constitute legal advice. You should always consult with a qualified immigration attorney for advice tailored to your specific situation. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Until next time, safe travels.